The purpose of this video is to explain how future value of investment, a single investment, and future value of annuity can be calculated through an inbuilt function in Excel. For this I have two examples. One example to explain the future value of single investment, and another example is to explain about the future value of annuity. Just to mention that future value or DCF problems, that is discounted cash flow problems. So the DCF problems considers the time value of money. So with this I'll start my explanation how to do the future value of single investment. So this is the example that I have taken to explain about the future value of single investment. Example is a nominee of a person deceased 25 years before. The person is dead 25 years before, was claiming the bank deposits of the deceased person now. That is, a nominee of a deceased person who was deceased 25 years before is now trying to claim the bank deposits. The accumulated deposits at the time of death, that is 25 years before, it was 50,000 rupees. So the interest rate during this period averaged to about 4.5%. So now we need to calculate what would be the future value of that 50,000 rupees. So the value of money is 50,000 rupees 25 years back. We are going to identify what is the future value. Instead of a problem like this, we can even use this future value of single investment for examples like fixed deposits. Just consider we are depositing a 50,000 rupees now. Okay, so after 25 years or after 5 years, what is going to be value of that 50,000 rupees? So in that way also it can be useful, right? So I will just try to solve the problem of a future value of single investment through the example that I have. So here I have three data given in my problem. So one is the present value, that is 25 years before the value of that deposits is 50,000 rupees, right? So 50,000 I have just written here. The number of periods, so the number of periods is, it has taken 25 years, so 25, fine. Then the rate is 4.5%, right? So instead of 4.5%, I am going to write it in decimals. So that is 0.045. So this is also 4.5%. Okay, just I have written the things given in the problem. So now there are inbuilt functions in Excel through which the problems can be solved. So one of those functions is future value. Just type equal to FV and open a bracket. You can see here, right? There is already help available here. So we need to specify what is the rate. Already we have specified the rate. So I am going to take this rate, right? Comma. What is the number of periods? The number of periods is 25 years. So again I have already written here. So 25, comma. And what is the payment? So we are not here paying anything every month. What here happening is the payment has to be skipped because every month the payment is not happening. But we have the present value. The present value is 50,000 rupees. For this 50,000 rupees, we are trying to calculate what is the future value. So whenever we specify the present value, right? So we need to mention it in negative form, minus this value, present value minus C4. Just close the bracket and type enter. So you can see here the 50,000 rupees which was worth 25 years back is now 1,50,271, right? As earlier said, this kind of problem can be extended to test what is going to be the return out of a fixed deposit that is made for few years. So if you want a practical example, so this is knowing the future value of a single investment. So the next example I am going to discuss about a recurring deposit. So here I have mentioned it as future value of annuity. So annuity means a fixed sum is being deposited every month or every year for a certain number of period. For this, I am going to identify what is the future value. So consider this example, a 5-year recurring deposit, right? So every month 1000 rupees is made. It can provide a return of 4.5% per annum. Here it is per annum, right? 4.5% is per annum. Every month I am depositing 1000 rupees. So what would be the total return at the end of 5 years? Without considering time value of money, anybody can say the answer. So that is, if it is 5 years, which means 60 months. So 60 months multiplied by 1000. So it is going to be 60,000 rupees. But there is something called as time value of money. So here the time value that is taken is 4.5% of interest return. Fine. So let me explain this example through the inbuilt Excel function, right? So PMT. So what is the payment made? The payment made is 1000 rupees every month. Fine. So what is the number of periods? So the number of periods is, I have written as 5 years, but it is the payment made every month. So there are 12 months in a year. So 12 multiplied by 5. So the period is 60, right? What is going to be the rate? The rate is again 4.5%. So it is 0.045. Fine. So let me explain this problem with the inbuilt function equal to FV, open a bracket. So what is the rate? Rate I have already mentioned, it is 4.5%, but this 4.5% is per annum, right? So since it is per annum and we are having the problem that is payment is made every month, so what we need to do is we have to divide the rate by 12. Okay, so the effective rate is not going to be 0.045, it is going to be 0.045 divided by 12. Since every month we are making payment and the earlier month principal is going to get added up with the interest, right? Accumulative interest like problem. Okay, so it is 0.045 divided by 12, comma, what is the number of periods? The number of periods I have already mentioned, it is 60, comma, and what is the payment that is being made? The payment that is being made is 1000 rupees every month, and since I am paying, I need to mention it in a negative form, right? Minus 1000, right? The payment that is made now, that is the present value. Okay, I am not going to mention any present value, right? So the PV, type, those things and all optional. So what type specify is, if we deposit a money at the starting point of the year, it is, you have to mention the type as 0, but at the end of the year if I am going to deposit, I need to mention 1. Here I am not going to mention anything here, just I am specifying the rate, number of periods and the payment that I am making every month. So just close the bracket, right? Enter. So you can see that the future value is 67,145 rupees 55 paise. Okay, so without time value of money, I have already specified that. So 60 multiplied by 1000, you will be having 60,000 rupees. But with the consideration of, right, with the consideration of 4.5% of interest. So the future value of the money that I have deposited, right, is 67,145 rupees 55 paise. Fine. So hope the video is informative.